Calories are one of the most misunderstood concepts in nutrition, and for a lot of people, it brings up anxiety or thoughts of restriction or diets that went bad. And I just want to be clear up front that calories are simply a unit of energy. That's how we measure energy from our food, and there's no moral value attached to calories. It's just energy that we receive from our food. So just like we would measure a distance in miles or a weight in pounds, we're going to use energy from our food. We're going to measure that in calories. And our energy balance is what determines how our body weight changes. So if we're eating in an energy surplus, we're receiving more energy than we're using in a day, then our body weight is going to go up over time. If we're matching our energy expenditure, then our body weight is going to stay pretty similar. And if we're eating in a deficit, we're using more calories per day than we're intaking. So we're eating less than we're using, then our body weight tends to go down over time. This isn't about like day to day specifically. This is about trends over time. Okay, now calories is where kind of people get confused on eating clean foods or healthy whole foods and not seeing progress. So your energy balance is going to matter more than the food quality, but the food quality does matter. Okay, so you can eat mostly whole foods. You can stick to chicken, beef, rice, potatoes, veggies, fruits, and still be in a calorie surplus. And if that's the case and your goal is weight loss, then we need to be in a calorie deficit. Now, whole foods are going to be important for keeping good digestion and feeling good, and actually being able to stick to the plan, because if we're eating hyperpalatable processed foods, you're going to feel hungrier faster. So whole foods are going to matter there, but if the goal is weight loss, for example, we need to be in a calorie deficit, and it's even better if that calorie deficit comes from whole foods. So tracking our calories is what gives us the ability to actually make the adjustments to our body composition that we would like to. So tracking our calories allows you to eat the right amount for your goal. It's not necessarily about tracking your calories and trying to minimize the amount of calories that you're eating. Okay, it helps you understand portion sizes. It helps you prevent undereating or overeating, and it allows you to make adjustments based on data instead of just emotions. So without calorie awareness, most people are just guessing, and guessing works until it doesn't. Okay, so accuracy matters, but perfection is a trap. So accuracy does matter. The closer your tracking is to reality, the better results we're going to get, and the better data we're going to have, and the faster, more predictable progress we're going to be able to have. However, but perfection is not the requirement. There's going to be times when mistakes happen, okay? And it's important to not track anything if it's not going to be perfect. So a hasty, quick log that's going to be somewhat close is better than nothing, but being 100% accurate is obviously going to be better than that. So don't fall into the perfection trap. Get something logged, but accuracy does matter, as long as it doesn't turn into all or nothing thinking and we end up not logging something because it can't be perfect. Okay. One meal doesn't matter much. One day doesn't matter much. What matters is the trend over time. So if you make a mistake, again, it's not all or nothing thinking. Let's just get back on track. We focus on trends. We don't focus on single data points. Calories tell us how much you're eating, but macros are going to tell us how that energy is actually structured. So you're going to have two different results on the same calories. They're both going to be a change in the body weight, but we can see a better change in body composition just based on how you're managing your protein, you're distributing your carbs, and you're managing your fat. So if you take one thing from this lesson, take away that accuracy matters, but consistency matters more. Calories are just information, and there's no moral value attached to it.